I don't know. Maybe we are. Yes.
So,
You're right.
hello, and welcome back, everyone, to yet another LinkedIn session with us.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well.
Well, so we've missed you. I think we missed our last LinkedIn session, and this is we're coming back after a while.
Well, it was a busy December, and it's also a short month. So I
Luca
think
has closed a lots of deals in December. So it's
Mina's
been a
closed
good,
more.
it's been a good December for him.
It's been a good January, almost over. So,
Yeah.
but we're not here to talk about
Mhm.
how our clients love us. We're here to talk about why
Exactly.
they love us, right? And they love us because you, Mina, do your magic with everybody else in the team, and you come up with great new solutions, new functionalities. So we have what is it called? A mini release, a micro.
Yeah, so it's a mini release. You wouldn't see a lot of new features in this release, but what we focused on in this release is making sure that when you use Vinton within Salesforce, the user experience is seamless. So we have some analytics that come back to us that tell us people are using this tab more or using this feature more, and then we get feedback from all of our lovely customers and partners who tell us how if we change how we if we make a certain change in the UI, it will make the user experience so much better for them. So we dedicated a whole month to this, making sure that we make those little changes that you don't usually see as features, but they matter a lot and make a huge difference.
I
So
like it.
we can talk about that today, and we can see how it's made the user experience better. And I think it's the first few times that you're using it in your org, so you can also
love it.
tell us how it's different and how you feel after you're
There-
using this new.
There are a couple of things that I absolutely love. But before we do that, and since we're already probably a few minutes in, people are like, who are these guys? Right?
I'm famous. I don't know. They're
Exactly.
probably
Mina is
thinking-
LinkedIn famous already. I'll still introduce her. So Mina is our success engineer slash, all things Vinton. And I'm, one of the team here at Vinton. And we created the first AI note taker that is native to Salesforce. So today, you're in the right place. If you're expecting to see a solution that automatically magically updates your Salesforce right after every conversation, and be that a video call similar to this situation, talking to a screen, or a phone call, right? We do in-person conversations and voice
just notes, taking notes if you don't want anything
just notes.
recorded.
You talk to your Salesforce and all that. Anyway, so that's us, right? And we do this session so that we kind of look at explaining what we do, and we typically take advantage of new things so that we give a refresher while we present the new things. So without further ado, should we?
Let's go.
Okay. So you were saying, and I think while I share
You're
my
trying to
screen,
share.
so you were saying, and I think it's a very good point that you made, that this whole release was actually driven by customer feedback.
Exactly.
Right? And our little journey, we started with where a lot of our clients start in Salesforce, in a contact, in an opportunity, in an account. They have a list of their records, and they click on a record, and it just so happens to be automatically.
So the first thing on this page was, if you click on the little video icon, you would see that the video gets expanded and collapsed. So this is a very small thing that you might notice, but this is something that came directly from our customers, where they were like, I don't want to see video, I want to see summary. So I want to be able to collapse that and see the whole summary in the screen, because we have very limited space on the screen anyway. So that's the first thing that we've changed over
I'm clicking. There we go. And I think it can be defaulted, right? So you were saying just to be always collapsed or always.
So it's open by default, but you can expand and collapse if you would like to.
And why do people care about having their calls in Salesforce?
Because it's adding the context to the conversation that you have with Catherine. So your Catherine is in Salesforce, but your calls are somewhere else.
It doesn't.
How would you have?
So it's a massive productivity impact. And talking about productivity and saving time, we've also enhanced something that our clients absolutely love, right? So feedback from email drafting after a call, super important.
Yes.
What's the new thing?
So this is the new thing. So this is also, we looked at all the analytics reports that we get, and we see a lot of people edit the follow-up emails, copy it directly, and then we've got feedback from our customers as well that we would want something like that. It was so cool if we would have something like that. So what it does is that follow-up email is generated as it would be. So if you have a custom prompt defined, if you have a default prompt defined, so it would be generated as you would like it to be generated.
Using default.
But based on your relationship with the customer or the client,
or how you feel that
or
day.
how you feel that day,
Just I'm feeling friendly. There's a friendly
exactly. So you can change the tone of the email that's been generated. Sometimes the email is really long, so you can make it shorter.
What is it? Shorter?
Yeah.
Succinct? Succinct. I like it. You can make it a bit more detailed.
Yes. And then, so you can change the tone of it. And for example, this happens to us sometimes as well. So I've sent one email and they haven't gotten back to me. And I'm on that email and I have to send them an email. Hey, just following up.
You're talking about this.
Exactly.
So the infamous chase email, just circling back to this, making sure you had a chance
exactly.
So that's what the second follow-up will do.
Exactly. So you don't have to write that email as well. You come here, you click on that, it will generate it automatically.
Very, very good. Like we'll generate one maybe later if we have time, but I think we have a lot to cover. So let's actually move on. So this is a super fantastic time saver. What else have we heard from our clients that they love?
So one thing is that we heard from our clients that they love using the Ask Vinton feature, which means the chat-like experience that you have where you can ask questions about your call, but it was too many clicks away. So we've made it easier. You come on your contact, you click on that little icon.
This one, right? So let me make it a bit bigger. This guy here,
there we go.
See the full insights, it said, and I click on it and I land on the in-depth analysis effect.
Exactly. Right? So you can see the overview, time, topics, all of the insights that are generated, but sometimes you would want to ask questions about certain things that you might have talked about in a call. So it's not many clicks away now, it's on your screen.
So one click and I can already ask questions to Vinton regarding the call. And just to summarize for, if you're new to this, this is all happening in Salesforce. So the call where we're coming from is the record associated with the participants in the call. Now, this actually changes the perspective a bit because it goes a lot more in depth. So it's helping really the user and their manager to understand a bit better how the call was handled. Not only the content of the call, which, great summary will be available. A lot of content is created to help understand in depth the conversation, but also understanding how it was handled. So that's why we surface information like time spent speaking or listening.
Yes. But again, there can be sometimes specific questions like, was a competitor mentioned? What was the name of the competitor that was mentioned? So you want to answer.
Or I heard the other day a client mentioning, the reason why we really want to use Vinton is because we create short snippets that we put in other fields, maybe in Salesforce, or we want to help to create an ROI document. And this, was the case. And, just to kind of show you, so I click on that one little V, I come here, I can even use my voice and I can ask, hey, can you create a short 3 bullet point ROI analysis based on this conversation? And just by magic, Vinton has the context of the business where we're coming from, but it especially has the context of the conversation as it unfolded, right? So it's helped me, with something that I can easily copy paste and bring into another conversation into a document, as was my original request for the ROI analysis. And again, think about details. Was a competitor mentioned, as Mina was asking earlier?
I'm not sure I would understand.
Who's
Mina? That's why
Mina wasn't in the call, right? And this actually allows us to say that this is not. It looks and feels and probably works as a GPT would, but it's not open to, because we're still kind of within the boundaries of your Salesforce. We need to guarantee the experience. We don't want people to wander out of the context and ask
Correct.
odd questions. What's the weather in London? You know, that you
Correct.
can ask.
We've implemented a lot of prompt defense on the back end as well, whereas you can't just ask about anything. And if there's like a prompt that doesn't, and that goes for every prompt that we send out. So there's a prompt that we designed, but there's also a layer of prompt defense that we've implemented on top of that to make sure that everything's safe and nothing that you don't want that is unsafe is coming back to your org. So that's also something that we've worked on.
Mina, our most eagle-eyed clients and friends will have noticed some other changes to the interface.
Yes. So there are a few things that we moved around in the interface, but it's you can see that now the title of the call is on the left-hand side of the screen with the date and the participants. Also, because it's easy to scan through, you start reading from left to right, so you can see the meeting right away. And we also had an analytics report that said that people go to the summary very often. So they click on the summary, they edit it, they copy paste it. So we decided that we would use more space on this side, on the right hand side of the screen, to show more summary. So it's easier for users to scan through what it's talking about. And then
the size of my screen is around six lines, right?
Yes,
so we're obviously there's more, right? So there's always the ability to open and see the whole thing, but you know, at a glance.
Previously it was just 3 lines, so in 3 lines you can't really tell a lot about it, and now it's more. We doubled it. So it's just giving you, when you come to this page, you can, if you skim through from sort of left to right, you would, in like one view, you would know everything about the call. We changed some icons here and there to add a bit of color, so you can see the associated records icon have more color in there.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, because as we noted earlier, and just to reiterate, the participants in a call are identified in this example as a contact. It could be a lead, right? And because of that, and because understanding who is in the participation, who's participating into the call, we can associate with the contact, but also with the related records.
Exactly.
And we associate automatically with the opportunity where this contact has a contact role, and obviously the account that they belong to.
And then you can see that we've added Ask Vinton and Copy Share Link button. These are one of the most used icons that we have.
Yes.
So we got a lot of questions about users coming in and asking us, how do I go to Ask Vinton? Because if you close this previously, you can see there was an icon,
so we
but it was
chat,
not easily.
And we land into the actual library. So this kind of groups together all my calls and all my voice notes, audio notes, or everything.
Phone calls, everything.
And you can see phone calls as well. I think we were on this as an example. Yes. And yes, so earlier we had these buttons. I think they were here. They were a bit hidden into the library, right? So we made them front and center.
So you can use it. You don't have to worry about, oh, where's the icon? I have to open the chat. Sometimes, because obviously all of our users have so much going on, they can't remember where everything is. So what we've done is we've made sure the things that would add most value for you, Ask Vinton. Obviously, you can ask a lot about your call. Copy Share Link, you can use that public link to share with external stakeholders. So we've made it visible and right in front of you, so you don't have to think before doing that action. So that's
definitely. Then another couple of things that we did. One that I find very interesting is the ability to download media.
Yes, correct. So you can now download just the media file, which would be the MP3 or MP4 file, into your local machine. Also, this is feedback that Luca gets from everyone every day. So that's basically on popular demand, we've added this.
Exactly. I mean, interestingly, as our solution evolves, we've created, for instance, a story from a couple of weeks ago. A client says, Luca, is it possible to download the video? And I ask, well, yes, we can probably do it, right? Because we had a way, obviously, to download it also before, but it wasn't automatic and obvious as it is now with a click. And I said, can I ask you, why do you want to download it? And they said, well, because I want to share externally the recording of the call. And I'm like, well, do you know that we have a share option already with a public URL that you can share? So that was a gap in training. It wasn't a product gap. It was a training gap. And I think maybe it had to do with the fact that this button here wasn't as visible as it is right now. But then other clients are, well, we want to download the entire media because we want to elaborate the content from it. We want to extract clips, associate with other clips, create promotional material, right?
And also the thing about because we do a trial, because we live and breathe in Salesforce. So first we do a trial, and usually the trial typically happens in Sandbox, but these are real users and they try with real calls. And then after they are happy with the trial, they move on to production. So a lot of time users come back to us and say, the call that I had in my Sandbox, I need it in production as well.
I really want to bring it over.
Yes, I want the same insights in production. So now, because we have upload feature already available, you can just download the media and then upload it in production. So the call that you had would not be lost in a Sandbox, so you might never go back to. So that's the feature. But we are also aware that not everybody would want to give that options to the user. So there's controls in the admin panel, whereas you can define who you would want to let have the option to download media. So it can be no one, which means that you can just
the admin.
Exactly. The second is only the host of the meeting. So if I'm the host of the meeting, I can and then the third one would be anyone. So these are different options that we do give.
And this is an important point, actually, Mina, because a lot of our clients choose a solution like Vinton because it keeps all the data safely inside their Salesforce, and they're within the same security model that you apply to your most important data. That's exactly where Vinton resides, and Vinton insights and the full transcript of calls and the information that comes with it. So that's where I think that ability to export information from it, it needs to be controlled for compliance and governance, something that doesn't necessarily happen when people use a third-party solution that does similar wonders to what Vinton does, but it doesn't do it in the context and in the safety of your Salesforce. Now, a couple of things that our clients like as well, and not necessarily an update, but I think the experience is important, relates to templates. I should have before clicking. So what we have built into Vinton is the concept of contextualizing a call, so understanding where the call is. We didn't download that media, right? Understanding what the call is about, and then apply a specific set of instructions, prompts, that are designed to cater for that particular type of call, context, conversation. So as you can see here, this is a discovery call, and we've instructed Vinton very simply, very kind of easily, say, look, if this is a discovery call, this is the template that we would like you to apply. And it goes out and it looks for BANT indicators. And if you're familiar with discovery BANT framework, is what was it? Budget, autonomy, need, and timeline. So have you covered all of these? And this is also through that lens that it looks at how the conversation was conducted. But let's say I want to apply a different template. This is where manually I would be able to choose a different one, maybe a different.
You have quite a few
methodology. Well, this is a demo account, so everything is welcome in a demo account, and you can see also the ability to reprocess for language should the automated language detection for whatever reason fail. We actually haven't had that. The evolution of the transcribers that we're using is such that
it never comes up.
Never ever come. I mean, we created it probably around a year and a half ago.
Yes.
And already, that has not been a problem anymore, even if people start to talk with an accent, which
we have users using Vinton in Arabic and Japanese, and it detects the transcript.
And the transcript accuracy is amazing. And well, that's virtue of choosing the right partners to do some of the heavy lifting with us and for us and for our clients. What else is cool and neat?
I think you forgot about the next steps and the task creation model that we've worked on.
Oh my God, yes.
Maybe we should do it from a account or a contact page so you can.
Oh, let's do it from a contact. I can go back to a contact
Yes.
and, let's go back to the
Again.
same call just because,
This is also coming back from feedback that we have from our customers and our.
So first of all, what's next steps?
So next steps are actually the next steps that are generated from a call. So it's any action item that participants on the call have. So for example, in this call, it has generated 4 next steps, and the last one is get groceries.
One I added, I think I was, trying to show, how you can add very easily one.
How you can get groceries using Salesforce as well. So you can see that the next step is created, but over here, it's not adding as much value because it's sitting in a tab. But what you can do is, it's a task that you have to do, right? It's a next step for Catherine. So what you can do is you can assign it to.
So let me show a real example that I've seen the other day. So this is, connect with Mina for in-depth demo, right? So let's say, this is something that ideally will be automatically generated, but we're in the demo, so we're then what happens is now we've added the next step. What I want to do, as you were saying, is create a task.
So you can see that it's assigned to you, but I think you would probably want to assign this to me because I would need to look into it.
Exactly.
So
I assign it to Mina. I go and use, and this is my colleague, so it's a user.
Correct. And the contact is pre-populated. So I have context into where it's coming from. And the due date is automatically set to 7 days. But
it could be, well, look, let's do the demo on Tuesday instead.
Yes.
And I can even add a comment, right?
Yes.
And the comment will go alongside and within the task, right? So,
the comment you can add.
Please help me. These guys are very technical. So this is typically what I ask Mina when I ask her, hey, can you join me on this call because they're asking difficult questions. So the creation of this will go ahead.
I have received an email. I have to do something.
There we go. Yes. So now it's on your list. And if I click into it, I'm actually in the task that was created. It's fully contextualized because it's, we can see the contact that he's referring to. It's assigned to Mina, of course, and Mina will see that, this is, the comment, please help me with these guys because they're very technical.
I think Renee has Renee has a question if these features are live or coming soon. They are coming soon. So we're just going to send out a communication very, very soon, maybe end of this.
Define soon, like, today's Thursday.
either by Monday or by Friday. So we don't usually do a deployment on Friday. So if it doesn't go out today, we will go out on Monday. But Renee, I'll make sure that I send you an email whenever I have the package ready because we have everything ready. It's just a matter of sending communications out.
Yes.
But we will send you an early version, Renee, because we love you so much.
Yes, and I think some of this is probably part feedback that comes from your team.
Yes,
so thank you for that. Thank you for that. What else do we have? That is super cool. Oh yes, we did another change that actually someone noticed, and so I want to go back to my Vinton tab, and it's again a minor change. So you just mentioned that a lot of people were using the summary.
Yes.
And a lot of people wanted to edit the summary,
Correct.
Change a few things or kind of elaborate on it. So when they were doing that, the previous version had these guys
at the bottom.
The X and the confirm were at the bottom.
Yes.
And it wasn't so obvious necessarily for people to scroll all the way down to save, right? They wanted to, also, I've done my edit, just save it. For me.
Yeah. Also, it's just the user experience. As a user, you would not want to look for something. So what we have done in this release, that we just don't want you to worry about anything. We would take care of all that. So everything that we've redesigned we redesigned keeping in mind that we would want the user to do minimum work and thinking when they're using our app. It should be so natural and it should work so naturally that it would make your life easier as well. Again, it's a small thing that you click on and you have to scroll down. But if you're in a hurry, You could be like, oh, where is it? I need
Yeah.
it. And on mobile devices, a lot of our users are using the notes on mobile device as well, right? On a
Yeah.
Salesforce mobile app. So if it's a mobile device, you have to scroll all the way down, which can sometimes
Yes.
not be a very pleasant experience.
So a lot of these feedback is actually gathered thanks to our users. And just to show you, you can see, I'm in my library. This is a generic call, actually a call that I did as a demo for a demo jam that we just did with our friends, the super moms here in the UK. Now, the reason why I'm on this is because I want to show you this part here. So all that we do is, well, a lot of it is generated by AI. Everything that, a lot of things that we see in this page even are insights generated by AI. So we are asking constantly, and we're allowing constantly users to provide feedback. And it's through that feedback that we find macro changes, like, oh my God, where's that icon? You need to move it completely or reshape completely the way that information is displayed, or micro changes, like, well, I would have given it a 5-star if only you had, where is the save button, right? So that thing that, and we can submit this. This actually automatically populates a report that is, obviously everything is self-contained in Salesforce. It goes to the admin. The admin has an opportunity to review it. A lot of the feedback that we gather from our client is actually relating to the way in which the AI produces the information. So the feedback that we get is about, hey, can we tweak the prompt, maybe make it longer, shorter, less formal, all of that. But in this case, it would actually then travel directly to us, because the admin, right? So we take it and say, hey guys, there's a problem with this save button.
We get a notification. We get a notification. And when we do, we want to assure you that we take it very seriously. And even if everything's looking good, just give us a 5-star. It makes our day. So it's just, we look at it and we're like, oh yeah, somebody's happy. Yay. We did something really nice. So
That's right. Fantastic. Look, we are almost at time. Yes. So any more questions about what you see on screen, what we've talked about? I'm looking around to see if, because we're so close to it that we may not see things that we've changed ourselves. No. Okay. Last but not least, please continue to provide your feedback. Please continue to be interested and curious about what a solution like Vinton and in general the new technology that is coming up can do to help your day, make you more productive, make you more impactful in everything that you do, and connect with us if you think we can help.
Yes, and it was so nice being back here.
Yes, we'll do it more often. Well, we'll be back in February, and we have something cooking. Should we? No.
Oh, we have exciting. We also have something really exciting coming up. So we have a package with Agentforce now, which we're going to test today. So we have packages.
So we had it already. This is the new version.
It wasn't. A lot of things changed and never really.
That thing is evolving rapidly, and as you know, Agentforce will only work if you feed it with the right data. And there's a lot of data that comes from conversations that need to be in your Salesforce so it can be fed to Agentforce. And that's why we have
that, ladies and gentlemen, is a teaser for our next LinkedIn Live. So make sure that you join us in February, and we will talk more about Agentforce then.
New Agentforce package. We will have
a lot of fun things.
In-depth Salesforce, and more. Oh, what happened? I locked my screen. Oh, and we stopped sharing. So it's time to say goodbye. So we're going to end the stream. And
thank you so much.
Thank you, Mina.
Thank you, Luca,
for
having me.
Well done. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.